So I was having a conversation with my boys and we were just talking about the things that men aren't total fans of. Some of the topics were, oh, I can never date a girl who's taller than me. Somebody even said, yo, I can never date a girl who could lift heavier weights than me. But the most interesting topic when it comes to this, and specifically what one of them said, was that he can never date a woman who makes more money than him. And when I thought about it, it's interesting. Pretty much the inspiration behind today's video. So today I'm gonna talk about the reasons why some men will refuse to be in a relationship with a successful woman. So before I start, make sure you follow me, like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you think. Tell me if you've ever been in this experience before, and let's get straight to it. The first reason I'm gonna talk about why some men will not dare be in a relationship with a woman who is more successful than him, and that is insecurity. This might be the biggest reason why. With insecure men, insecurity roars its head when they are around successful women. With insecure men, their insecurities take over. They start to get angry, they start to get jealous, they start to get worried. It's like a raging storm of just insecurity. If it was a hurricane, it would be called insecurity. A lot of crazy things is going on in the mind of an insecure man. So how could he ever get into a relationship with a woman who makes his mind go like this? He cannot control himself. He cannot control his feelings because he is not secure of himself enough to be with a woman who has great success. See, the thing with insecure men is that they are lacking. You cannot have security if you are lacking the things to make you secure in yourself. And that leads me to my next reason why some men will never be in a relationship with a successful woman, and that is competition. Most men, a lot of men, are competitive at spirit. They're competitive at heart. That's why men love sports. That's why they like talking trash. That's why a lot of them are obsessed with getting trophies and physical tokens of their achievement. Competition is at the base of many men's spirits. But when they have to be in competition with their woman, let alone if they already have their preconceived notions of women, they cannot see themselves being in competition with women, because usually men are competitive with other men. So a lot of men don't know how to handle being in competition with a woman because of that. Another thing with competition is a lot of men don't want to be seen competing with a woman. They get embarrassed. And I know this from personal experience because when I used to ball at the courts at my old stomping grounds, my friends who were male would always joke around or shy away from letting a girl guard him, or they would shy away from guarding a girl when playing basketball. And I think one of the greatest reasons why is because they didn't want to get embarrassed. Because in my mind, a person is a person. If you get crossed up by a boy, it's just as bad as getting crossed up by a girl. You're getting crossed up, you're on the ground, broken ankles. The result is the same. So a lot of men hate being in competition with women because they want to avoid the risk of being embarrassed by that woman. So that leads me to my next reason why a lot of men will not be in a relationship with successful women, and that is totality. And what I mean by totality is a lot of men want to have the total control of the finances in a relationship. They want to be the breadwinner of the family or the relationship. They want to have the total credit for providing. So a lot of men cannot see themselves giving that, relinquishing that to their woman, because that's how they feel. A lot of this thinking is taught, because I know for me, I was taught to provide, be the ultimate provider. So to take that away from me, or just even the thought of it, a lot of men can't handle that. Also in totality, a lot of men feel that if they are not the leader in their finances, then how can they be the head of the table, the head of the family, the head of the relationship, if they are not the ultimate provider? Plenty of men think like this. And to be real with you, I don't see a lot of issue with this as long as it's not an issue. Because if a man is feeling like this, if he's not being insecure, if a man is feeling like this, like he wants to be the ultimate protector, like he wants to be the ultimate provider, then that is because he wants to do the best for you and he wants to do best for your relationship. If he feels like he is not number one, if he feels like he is not the leader in that effort, a lot of men feel like they are useless then. If there is one thing a man wants to have in his relationship, in his family, it is to be the ultimate provider. Take that away, a lot of men can't handle that. A lot of men can't even ponder that. So let's talk about the next reason why a lot of men cannot be in a relationship with a woman who is more successful than him, and that is it diminishes his status of having the draws in the relationship. I know a lot of y'all heard that saying before. Oh, that person is wearing the draws in that relationship. It's basically saying that person is the go-getter. That person is the ultimate provider. That person is the leader. But the funny thing about this is, this saying is more used on the women in a relationship, because it's a given that the man is supposed to be the wearer of the draws in a relationship. But you'll hear this more about the women who are more successful in a relationship. You'll hear men's friends say like, yo, stop talking junk. You know she's the one who wears the drawers in your relationship. This also goes for the woman who's more dominant in the relationship. You'll hear people say, oh, she's definitely the one who wears the drawers in the relationship. Y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all have heard that before, right? So that's the thing. A lot of men do not want to go through that. They do not want to be told or teased by their friends saying, yo, you know your wife or you know your girlfriend is the one who wears the drawers in your relationship. Stop playing. They don't want to be embarrassed like that because they also know every joke has its truth. So if he feels like his wearing the drawers status is diminishing, then he will feel like he is less of a man, especially in his relationship. The next reason why a lot of men refrain from being in a relationship with a woman who is more successful than him, and that is, it's a cultural thing. There are hundreds on hundreds of different cultures on this earth. That's why no one's advice and everyone's advice can't cover the whole world, because everyone has been taught a different thing. Even me. That's why I never say my suggestions or my advice is law, because everyone comes from a different background, a different demographic. So I just try to keep it to common sense stuff. But there are some cultures where the woman bows down to the man, where the woman has no say-so in a relationship and that the man is in control, totally. There are some cultures that the woman can't even work, can't even come outside the house. And if she does come out, it has to be with a man, accompanied by her man. So when you meet a man, when you come across a man who has come up in such a culture, they think it's a sin for a woman to be more successful than him. They think it is supposed to be impossible, like it is illegal, because that's what they were taught. That's what they were raised on. If you're a successful woman doing your thing, getting the bag, if you go outside this country to some certain places, you will be told by some men, because that is truly what they believe in. And the last reason I'm gonna bring up for why a lot of men will never get in a relationship with a woman who is more successful than him, and that is, he fears of her leaving him for a man at or above her level. When it comes to this, a lot of men do not feel like they have value if their woman is making more than him. A lot of men don't even feel like men if their woman is making more than him. Some men, when they look at a woman that's making more than him, they say, yo, what am I doing with my life? And with that thinking, a lot of them say, dang, man, she might leave me for a man who actually has what she has. A man who actually has the things I don't have. A man who is on her level or above. Those fears start to creep in his mind because he is unsure of himself and therefore unsure of his relationship with her and unsure of how she feels about him. There's a lot of unsures, and being unsure always goes back to insecurity because you're not secure of your own relationship. You're not even secure of her feelings for you. A lot of men overthink when it comes to this. But one thing I truly believe is that women are better at handling success than men are, because a lot of men depend on success. They base their lives off of success, while a lot of women use their success as a subset or a complement. They don't base their whole lives off success. In fact, a lot of women think their success is the success of things that truly matter, like family, love, health, while men with logical thinking and a logical mindset think success is the amount of money they have, possessions, wealth, legacy. Two different mindsets. So when it comes to successful women, these are the things that a lot of men think about and why a lot of men cannot handle successful women. Just want to let y'all know, I don't mind successful women. I love successful women. What a turn on. Women don't intimidate me because I love women, you know, but that is not how all men think. So hopefully this video helps you understand that, and I will see you on my next video. Peace and blessings. Goodbye.